I think we call that a kapow when we win 3 trades. Let's see, boom is for 1 trade, kaboom is for 2 trades, and 3 is kapow, right? Am I right about that? So 3 and O on the upper chart, which is BOS. We took a measurement like we always do. It was 12.5, just above the mark, just above 12. If it's below 12, it's AT. Above 12 is BOS. So it's BOS, 3 and O. If it would have been AT, if for some reason we were AT, we would have been 0 and 3. Instead, we're 3 and 0 because of that measurement. Each win is 4.5 points. So that's 13.5 net points done for the day on the upper chart, done. The number for the month is up to date. And THG, we got a little, the first trade of the day is a red one, but we've got 6 hours to go. That looks like we're in a long trade now. We can double check that real quick.
Order filled.
So we lost the first one, and we're in a long trade at 45.09. So the price needs to go to 45.1850, and we're at 15. So we're about 3 points away. So if you're new, today's Monday. Everybody gets going really slowly on Mondays. Mondays, we usually do a quick session unless we got some brand new people asking questions. The key to that sentence is asking questions. And then we get our week started off. We've got 1.5 days left in the month. So half of today is over. We've got 6 hours to go. And we've got tomorrow is the 31st, the last day of August. Great month. There's nothing we could do to make it negative. It's going to be positive 100%. If you add those two totals together, it's 110.5 points, net points. And that, by any standards, is phenomenal. In the old days, we would trade for an average of 1 point. We would hope for 1 point per day. And there's about 20 trading days in the month. So we would hope for 20 points a month. So we've got 5.5 months worth of points this month. So it helps us make up for the small blemishes, I should say, from earlier this year. So that's the way I see things anyway. Questions, thoughts, ideas? If you're new to the group, new to the session, the way to get questions answered is to type them in the chat box, and I'll answer them. And we'll go from there. I hope everybody had a great weekend. There was tons of sports on. I'm hoping we don't have anybody in the direct line of fire of the hurricane that blasted through New Orleans area, headed north, I think. So I hope everybody's doing well. Hope they're okay. I'm looking up and down the list and trying to remember where everybody lives. I think we're okay. So far. We're looking for 1850. We're at 1675. Now we're at 17. We need 1.5 points for another 4.5 points net because we lost the first trade. The second trade is 9 points. So it's going to wipe out the first trade and then add 4.5 to our total, which would put us at 18 points for the day. We're getting close. We're a couple ticks away. It was on 18 just a second ago. We need 1850 or 1875. Is it 18? Yeah, 18. We need 1875 to fill the order. So we're about a point away from securing another 4.5 points of profit. How do you like that? And look at that. It's running right in front of you. You're looking at it live if you're new. All of us other people, we're used to it. We all just woke up. These trades were happening while we were sleeping. They finished up after we woke up, right at the opening bell time or just before opening bell time. Let's see. Questions, thoughts, ideas? We got a beautiful streak going on. Let me go over those while this trade works at it. On the upper chart, ATVOS, we are on a 16-night winning streak. 11 winning nights, 5 losing nights. That's phenomenal. For 50 points even. 50 points even after the 13 today. This goes back to we were in a negative position earlier in the month, and that's why it's 50. THG, the lower chart, is on a 27-day streak. 16 winning days, 7 losing days, with 4 pushes, 4 break-evens. So essentially 16 and 7 for 80.5 points. These are both phenomenal streaks. I see question number 1. Howard says, if the computer has me trading, what work do I need to do? Well, you're going to follow a set of guidelines as far as what strategy we run each night on the upper chart, and you're going to make sure it's on the right strategy. The lower chart just runs. So if you don't want to do anything, you're just going to make sure your software is running, and that takes about a minute each day. At the end of the day, preferably. And but if you're going to run the upper chart, I would say half the people run both strategies, and half the people run one or the other, mostly THG, the lower chart. So, but yeah, to answer your question, it's going to require a little amount of your time each day to make sure you're following a set of guidelines that we follow. And by the way, we're going to have those in writing. I'm going to need an extra day or two to get those out to you, but I've almost got it fully edited. Every time I sit down to do it, we discover 2 or 3 more things to add in there. So we're trying to make it as detailed as possible, as complete as possible. And we'll get that out to you this week, definitely, for sure. So that's hopefully I answered your question thoroughly enough. Any other questions, thoughts, ideas, concerns, issues? We trade the ES on the S&P 500 futures index, and 110 points. So if you just take 110 points, it's 110.50 is what it is. 110.50. And you times it by 1 unit, $50. That's $5,525 net profit on a 1-unit trade. On a $50 trade, $5,500.